And then a few other things I got. I'll just grab these things. So I'm really excited about this. This is EK Tools, and it's the craft tweezers, the precision tip ones. It's one of the ones where you squeeze it to open it, and then to close it you leave open, so it's kind of like reverse normal tweezers. And I don't have these, and these are supposed to be non-stick as well. So I'm really excited, and this is officially like the last tool, you know, that I had on my wish list that I really wanted. So I'm really excited about that, actually, to finally, after how many years of, you know, shopping and getting bits and pieces here and there, that I finally got my last tool that, you know, I wanted in my arsenal to craft with. So, I mean, unless new stuff comes out there, and then I, you know, want those as well. But as far as what's out there at the minute, so to me, this is sort of like a milestone, you know, purchase. I also got some texture paste. This is the Tim Holtz Ranger, oh, sorry, just Ranger texture paste. It's a smaller bottle. Let me just show you the other one. Where is it? Actually, no, they're the exact same size. Slightly different in height, but I mean, this Wendy Vecchi embossing paste is about 12 bucks for this container. This one's about 8 bucks, so they're $4 difference, and they're pretty much exactly the same size, which is why I went the texture paste, because, you know, I'm half empty and I was, you know, restocking in case I can't get any more for ages. And price comparison and all the reviewing that I did of the product, they're very similar. So except for this one, I can actually ink over top, so you can have your stencil, put the paste in, and then once it's dry, put the stencil back over top of the image and then sponge on distress ink, and it will actually hold the color, whereas this one sort of resists color, or you can get like a really pale color, but it's not a true to whatever you're trying to color it. So, I mean, obviously there's, you know, depending on what you're trying to do as to whether that's a pro or a con sort of thing. So I was really happy that there's now something else in the market that's a little bit cheaper, and it's pretty much the same size, so that's awesome. I also got the Dina Wakley Media Heavy Body Acrylic Paint in the ruby color. So look, red's not my favorite color, but when it comes to Christmas, I really needed a red. The distress paint, which I love, the reds, like the Best of Berries and that sort of thing, in the paint form, they are not as bright, and they're a lot duller. They don't have that bright, vibrant red that I want for Christmas. So I bought this one, and you can see here, like, this was the base layer I did with this, and then I used a little bit of distressed ink as a second layer, but it was very similar in color to the Best of Berries in distress ink. So I would definitely, if you wanted a paint to match that, I would get this over the distress paint, because it is a better match to the ink. And I'm really super happy with this ink. I haven't used it a great deal yet, but the fact that I could turn it into watercolor to match my distress inks was so cool. And the other point of me getting the red is when I did this card, I realized that I didn't have a red, and so this red is about 5 different reds together trying to get a red, and I was trying to go for that red. So anyway, that's really happy with this product. I would definitely recommend it if you want something that's a true red and would match that Best of Berries one. I also got Pretty Pink Posh sequins. These are the 4 mil metallic silver. So I really want to get into the shaker cards, and I've got lots of sequins, but I just need some neutral ones that I can throw in to bulk up stuff. And I like these 4 mil. I don't have a lot of 4 mil. I got the sparkly clear ones last time in the 4 mil. But they're pretty much the only 2 I have in the smaller size. I would have liked, there was probably 6 other colors in Pretty Pink Posh that I loved and I really wanted, especially the marshmallow color, but everything was out of stock. So I don't know if maybe one day I will look at doing an order directly from Pretty Pink Posh, or maybe I'll just hang out and, you know, how many months down the track do another order. But yeah, it will probably be quite a while before I do another big Simon Says stamp order. Unfortunately, so if there hasn't been a lot on, this is me explaining why, because I haven't done one. Then I also got the Ranger Liquid Pearls. I love the enamel dots look, but they're really quite pricey, and yeah, they're consumable. So I prefer buying things that I can make more. So this I'm just going to make enamel dots with. You use your Ranger craft mat and you just put little dots on the craft mat, let them dry overnight, and the next day you've got little, like, you know, little pearls or whatever to, and you can pull them off the craft mat and just put them in a little jar and then use them as you like. So I really love this platinum pearl color. I just think it'll be great for Christmas or birthdays. It's just got a shimmery, goldy, pearlized color. So I just thought it was really neutral. I can use it with anything, and I do have some other liquid pearls, so probably a project soon will just be to make a whole sheet of little pearls. So that's what I got that for. And next up, ooh, I'm going to. So to start off with, I got this one. It's from Hero Arts, and it is the constellation background, and I love it. I love constellations. I love stars. So this one's got both. I'm not a fan of woodblock stamps, therefore you know I must love it if I've actually gone out and bought one. So I've only got 4, or no, sorry, I now have, this is my 3rd background stamp with that's on wood mounted. So you know I love it because I sat there and thought about it. You know, I really just, they're so big. But I love the, I love the background. I really want to use it, you know, do up, like, you know, emboss it in a white or gold or a sparkly white, or, you know, that any sort of ink, and then do this sort of coloring around it. I think it would look really, really gorgeous. So any sort of night sky would just be really stunning to have these in the background. So I just think it's so super cute, or not cute, but gorgeous anyway. And it's kind of a nostalgic one for me. I've always like grown up looking at constellations and that sort of thing. So we have really long nights in Canada over winter, so plenty of opportunity. So yeah, so this is kind of a nostalgic sort of purchase as well, but I love it. Next up, I got some more of these. So these are the gorgeous stamp sets. I'm really in love with them. I had 3 more on my wish list, so I just got all 3 of them because who knows, like I said, next order, that sort of thing. So this one here is called Ruby. Christina Warner did a watercoloring of this image, oh, probably back in July, I'm guessing, and it looks stunning. I just loved it. I love the little cat sitting on her, you know, lap, and then you've got a spare little kitten here, and then you've got her sitting on a swing, and it just looked really nice to have this sort of sitting off the top of a card, and you can have it like just, you know, a nice pale blue or green background, and it just looked really gorgeous. So these stamp sets are just so much fun to actually, you know, watercolor, just because they're so intricate and it feels like you're doing a painting. So I find it really relaxing to use these, and I always end up doing there it is. I'll end up doing a card like this, like it'll just be a 1-layer card with these ones as well. I seem to love, like, I don't know, fussy cutting them out looks like it could be a pretty big deal. So I think I'll just continue using these as 1-layer cards, and then just doing a background probably afterwards, sort of thing. So yeah, so that's that one. Again, it does come with a big frame and a scallop border, but this frame is way too big for a standard size card, so it's really looking at art journaling for that sort of thing. And same with, I will use that more for an art journaling piece rather than a card making stamp. A stamp for card making. The next one I've got here is, this one's You Brought Me Love, and I love this cute little girl and the way she's standing, like with her hands behind her back, either looking, you can make, you know, ever so innocent or ever so naughty. So I think it's gorgeous. You've got this super cute little squirrel, you know, and there's a pile of leaves next to her as well. So depending, you can easily make this an autumn, you know, sort of card, or like they've got here just green, so for like spring or summer. So I really think that's super, super cute. You've got like a fake washi tape in this one. And it also has a heart journaling card, which I think is really quite cute. And even if you don't journal on it, I think this would be super sweet stamped in like that fog ink. or like a pale pink ink, like that's in the background, and have a cute little critter sitting in front of it, and this could be like the background piece. So I think that's super, super usable. And then you've also got like a border, and it's the 2 solid lines with a little scallop on it, and this one has Simply Gorgeous as a sentiment, and then a little ladybug, and then some 3 little hand-drawn hearts. So I think this one is probably more user-friendly as far as like, you know, cards and journal making, that sort of thing. Just being like not the big frame included. And I really do like that heart. Like, it's a perfect shaped heart, very symmetrical, and having a little critter of any sort from any stamp set sitting on top of that, or a very pretty, you know, sentiment on top or something, it would look really, really, really pretty. So that's that one. And the last one I got from the Gorgeous is On Top of the World. And I really, really love this girl. I mean, I really love them all. So, but yeah, so she's sitting like across. It can be anything, like anything with the flat edge. So, you know, anything high or low or whatever, but she's got a couple pigeons sitting next to her, and you've got a spare pigeon that's detached, and you know, there's so much detail involved here. I just think it'd be super cute, colored and everything. And again, you've got the, you know, fake washi tape stamp set here, and a label, and then you've got a button, and then sort of an emblem. So these will make really good accent pieces sort of anywhere. I really like the idea that I have a button stamp set. So I kind of want to just heat emboss it in gold, actually. And it comes with a sentiment as well, and this one says On Top of the World. So really matches the image. And it's, I just like that all the girls seem to have these little striped stockings. So very, very cute. And the packaging, of course, as normal, is gorgeous. These stamp sets are usually about $7 or $8 for this one. So, I mean, this stamp set here is $15. This one's, you know, I think it's actually $8. So, like, they're very similar in size. I know you don't get as many images because it's just one big one, but you're getting really good value because it's red rubber mounted and already on cling foam, like that nice foam for stamping. So, I mean, I just find that these stamp sets are really pretty and really good value, so that's why I got them. Pretty much got all the ones I want out of the Gorgeous line now, which was the whole point of